don't want us to have. I've told you where the vehicle is.
The truck was actually coming from Ring Road. It missed a step. So as it was trying to gather itself, it fell.
What we are witnessing these days, it is something we can no longer understand.
They should stop telling us and promising us all those promises are fake, giving us this set of promises are fake. We don't want it anymore.
And now to the news headlines. Edo Deputy Governor urges MOA to uphold laid-down demarcation rules.
Apparently, the MOA management decided to encroach on the land given to Edo State Specialist Hospital. So we came to let them know that the Edo State government is firm on this, and we have given them the right coordinates.
Edo PDP elects new leadership as Obi blames party crisis on poor leadership.
In Edo State, we know the root of our problem until Godwin Obaseki joined our party. All that we can say about his government is located in his life.
Edo Assembly holds emergency sitting, receives Governor Opebolo's request for 2025 supplementary budget approval.
The nominees that require attention, the chairman of the express, Frank Apumere, Molume, Key, chairman, Elvis, Batiali, Akimie is also a member there, and Happy is also a member here. These are requested hereby assigned to those on business. Please report back business as soon as possible.
Market women join Oba of Benin for New Yam Festival.
The Secretary of the Benin Traditional Council, Mr. Frank Irabo, there, giving a special recognition to the market women led by Pastor Mrs. Josephine Ebagwejezeli, following an invitation from the palace for them to join in the New Yam Festival celebration.
A very good evening to you all, and thank you for joining us on BeeTv Major News at 6, reaching you live from Benin City, the Edo State capital. My name is Harmony Agbafor, and now to the news in details. Edo State's Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, has called on the management of Edo Specialist Hospital and Museum of West African Art, MOA, to maintain laid-down demarcation to allow for the expansion of the hospital. Idahosa gave the order when he paid a follow-up assessment visit to the Edo Specialist Hospital in Benin. BeeTv News' Favor Kolawole has the details.
The State Deputy Governor, Right Honorable Dennis Idahosa, a few weeks ago visited the premises of the Edo Specialist Hospital at the instance of the Chief Medical Director and the Project Manager of the Museum of West African Art, MOA. The Project Manager of MOA and the management of Edo Specialist Hospital had agreed on a specified demarcation between the duo to pave way for the expansion of the hospital. MOA was said to have exceeded the demarcation earlier agreed upon, which is the essence of a repeated visit by the Deputy Governor. The Deputy Governor warned the management of MOA to desist from encroaching into the Edo Specialist Hospital premises.
A few weeks ago, we were here to give a strict demarcation of the boundary between MOA and Edo Specialist Hospital. Apparently, the MOA management.
Other government officials who accompanied the Deputy Governor on the visit speaks.
We have been talking to MOA, and the government this morning has come to establish that space and the boundary so that going forward the places can be developed.
Came here the other time to measure out some space because Edo specialists must have a phase 2, as I told you people earlier on, a couple of weeks ago. So they encroached, and we need to come and reclaim where they have encroached into.
There have been a series of negotiations between MOA and the Edo State government concerning this, and I will get them strict instruction that nothing should be done until these boundaries are highly demarcated.
The state government says
it was a day of renewed hope for the People's Democratic Party in Edo State as delegates from across the 3 senatorial districts gathered for the 2025 State Congress. The event, described by many as free, fair and transparent, produced a new leadership team, signaling a new dawn for the party in the state. In a welcome address, the National Vice Chairman, South-South of the People's Democratic Party, Chief Dan Obi, used the occasion to reflect on the internal crisis rocking the party both at the state and national levels. He blamed the lingering disunity on poor leadership and the defection of former Governor of Edo State, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, from the APC to the PDP in 2016, which he said disrupted the party's internal harmony. He said Mr. Obaseki did not only allegedly kill the PDP in Edo State, but led without visible development in Edo State.
In Edo State, we know the root of our problem. We have a united party where everybody related with one another as brothers and sisters. Until Godwin Obaseki joined our party. All that we can say about his government is located in his laptop. No achievements. The achievements of Obaseki in government in Edo State can only be located in his laptop. Either Gelegele Port, Obaseki laptop. Gelegele Port, Obaseki laptop. You have to re-echo that so that you will hear it in exile. Gelegele, very loud message to some funny characters at the party headquarters who will be speaking on behalf of the party even when there are no meetings to reflect the outcome of their pronouncement. And the particular person is one Debo. The party is in a very bad shape in the state. I advise him to face the affairs of the party, even in the state, and not Edo State and South-South.
Thereafter, delegates queued up to elect new leadership. The Congress witnessed the active participation of key stakeholders and party faithful from across the state, all echoing one message, which says the PDP is back, stronger and more determined than ever. Chairman of the Congress Electoral Committee and South-South Zonal Secretary of the PDP, George Tona, while announcing the results, declared Barrister Nusa Ogeva as the duly elected state chairman of the PDP after he secured 565.
Today is a new chapter in Edo PDP. And I want to pledge before you that I will never betray you or take for granted the trust and the confidence you gave me and the new executive of this party.
Political Observer says the emergence of the new executive marks a crucial turning point for Edo PDP, which in recent years has battled internal wranglings and electoral setbacks. Others who were elected are Benjamin Ehime Bodiaye as Deputy State Chairman, Hilary Otso as State Secretary, Barrister Aisosa Amadasun, State Woman Leader, Deaconess Lindsay Tess Sorai, State Treasurer, Destiny Oriye, State Youth Leader, amongst others. Now with the new team taking charge, expectations are high among party members and supporters that the leadership will continue the process of uniting members, restore confidence, and reposition the PDP for victory in the next election cycle. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
In another development, the Edo State House of Assembly on Monday, 6 October 2025, received a letter from Governor Monday Okpebolo requesting for the consideration and approval of the 2025 proposed supplementary appropriation bill. State House correspondent Osarogi Agwebo reports that the House also received other 3 letters from the Governor Okpebolo, including a request for the confirmation of a commissioner-designate. The reports.
The emergency sitting by members of the Edo State House of Assembly was to address 4 urgent letters from Governor Okpebolo, including one dated September 30th, requesting for the consideration and approval of the 2025 proposed supplementary appropriation bill. The bill was referred to the Committee on Appropriation to report back to the House. Meanwhile, the lawmakers also adopted the third session second quarter business calendar with 20 sitting days in October, 20 in November, and 17 days in December, making a total of 57 sitting days for the quarter and 126 sitting days for the 2025 legislative year. From the Edo State House of Assembly, Sarogi Agwebo, reporting for BeeTv News.
Women operating small Federal Republic of Nigeria, including the Federal Capital Territory, to benefit 50,000 Naira grants each given to 500 women from the states across the Federation to recapitalize and strengthen their small-scale businesses. This was disclosed by the wife of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Senator Olufemi Tinubu, who was represented by the coordinator of the Office of the First Lady, Edo State, Edesili Anani Okpebolo, in the Government House, Benin City. BeeTv News Best Orator has details.
Speaking to the beneficiaries, the First Lady of Nigeria, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, said the money is not to be paid back because it is not a loan but grants aimed at supporting and strengthening women's small-scale businesses. She said the empowerment program is about supporting, protecting, and strengthening small-scale businesses, traders who are determined to provide for their children, families, and uplift their communities. She said the grant is a seed of renewed hope to help recapitalize their existing businesses. The First Lady, who was represented by the Coordinator Office of the First Lady of Edo State, Mrs. Edesili Anani Okpebolo, thanked the Elumelu Foundation for donating 1 billion naira to the Renewed Hope initiative to directly support 18,500 women across the nation, and 500 women each from the 36 states, including the FCT, will be receiving 50,000 naira each to strengthen and recapitalize their existing businesses.
This economic empowerment program is about supporting the entrepreneurial spirit of our women traders and small-scale business owners, who wake up each day determined to provide for their families, educate their children, and uplift their communities. Let me emphasize that this is not a loan. You are not paying back. It is a grant and a seed of renewed hope to help you recapitalize your existing businesses.
She added that women should be empowered and speak from the front because when people support a woman, the nation will experience growth. The First Lady called for the support of women to occupy political positions so that the message congratulated beneficiaries, urging them to use the grant to transform their businesses. The wife of the chairman of Esa West local government area, Mercy Evodari, also spoke on behalf of the wives of the 18 local government chairmen. She thanked the president, his wife, and Elumelu Foundation, as well as the coordinator office of the First Lady of Edo State for ensuring that valuable women from Edo State who are into small-scale businesses get the grant.
We are thankful to Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, and to the Elumelu Foundation for this great work that they are doing. Please kindly convey our sincere gratitude to Her Excellency on our behalf, ma. As nano entrepreneurs, solidly behind you, and by the grace of God, 2027 election, we will work with you and we will make sure Edo deliver.
They assured the president that Edo women will surely support his second-term ambition come 2027 in ensuring that he wins the election. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
The acting chairman of Ego Local Government Council, Honorable Osara Osayeribo, received some market stakeholders and traders in Ego Council Secretariat, Uselu, Benin City. The market people and traders in the peaceful protest with placards and various inscriptions chanting solidarity, saying they came to appreciate the Ego Council boss for putting a stop to the alleged installation of Iyaloja in their markets. BeeTv News' Evelyn Isibili has details.
Some traders from Oselu markets dare in a peaceful protest to the council secretariat of Ego local governments, referring to the chairman as a true son of Benin Kingdom who knows the tradition of his origin. They said they do not want installation of Iyaloja in their markets.
Ya ite nageta emenemu de bawo we yan de do me Iyaloja Edo ubeme eni ma bi wone we abi Iyaloja Edo we iye bi ya mi de Yorùbá una godan una dai yan te a anya bo anya te a do e
Even Bobo. Okay. West. Even Oyamerema is to come and look after the good people of Igbo local government. Yesterday, so many market group unions, different complaints. But the matter is serious. But at the time, in the DSS report, Yari, the very night, now we matter actually was serious kakabo. Tuna pon band that the West in the manager install a magri statement in it. Why? Because I'm not part and parcel of what is going on there in the market.
He stressed
where any kind of ceremony or installation of any other person. I don't know. I'm not against the market. I'm not against any market woman. So no matter that the most of well no, the man most of install any person. The reason I was stop was simply because of the safety of the market.
Evelyn Isabella reporting for BeeTv News.
The palace of the Oba of Benin Kingdom, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedo Uku Apolopolo Ewaye II CFR, was agog with celebrations over the weekend as market women led by the state market women leader Iyeki, Pastor Mrs. Josephine Ibagwe Zejele, joined sons and daughters of the great Benin Kingdom to celebrate Emoro, also known as New Yam Festival. BeeTv News Best Orator has details.
Ikweki, market leader. Ada Kweki. Oba Tope.
The Secretary of the Benin Traditional Council, Mr. Frank Irabode, giving a special recognition to the market women led by Pastor Mrs. Josephine Ebagwejezeli, following an invitation from the palace for them to join in the New Yam Festival celebration. The palace of the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty Obayewa II, was agog with celebrations during the Imoro Festival, a celebration marking the New Yam harvest. Sons and daughters of the Benin Kingdom, including palace chiefs, Edionweye, Okaigeles, market women, and other prominent personalities joined in celebrating
Pastor Josephine,
Guests were treated to an abundance of food and drinks as part of the celebration. The Emoro, also known as the New Yam Festival, is celebrated annually. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Benin City, the cultural heartbeat of Nigeria, is set to come alive this December as it hosts the much-anticipated Edo Carnival 2025 from December 21st to 24th. The historic city will transform into a vibrant stage of cultural expression as thousands gather for one of the country's most electrifying festivals. The carnival, which will take place at Garrick Memorial on Ekenwa Road, promises 4 days of non-stop excitement, drawing locals, tourists, and culture enthusiasts into a whirlwind of tradition, music, dance, and celebration. Organizers describe it as not just a carnival, but as a movement, a spirited homage to the rich heritage of Edo State and its people. From sunrise to well past sunset, attendees can expect a sensory of rhythmic drumming, dancing masquerades, and parades that weave through the streets in dazzling arrays of costume, colors, and creativity. Afrobeat sounds will merge with traditional melodies as performers, artists, and revelers bring Benin's cultural narrative to life. Among the key attractions of the festival are cultural parades showcasing Edo's deep-rooted traditions, live music concerts featuring both emerging talents and headline acts, and a vibrant food festival offering a taste of Edo's finest dishes alongside beloved Nigerian favorites. Dance competitions and street performances are expected to electrify the city's atmosphere, while fashion shows will highlight the elegance and creativity of Edo and African styles. The program also includes educational elements such as seminars and training sessions aimed at empowerment and inspiration. One of the anticipated highlights is the Miss Edo Carnival 2025 beauty pageant, a celebration of grace, intelligence, and cultural pride. The alarming rise in the use of children as bus conductors in several parts of the state has become a growing concern among citizens. Close observation revealed that several young boys, some as little as 8 years old, have been spotted assisting commercial drivers in collecting fares and calling out passengers, often in dangerous traffic conditions. BeeTv News Temitope Oluwafemi reports that these children are often seen hanging dangerously by the doors of moving buses, shouting destinations, collecting fares, and assisting drivers in managing passengers, all while being exposed to harsh weather conditions, verbal abuse, and the constant risk of accidents.
The disturbing sight of children working as commercial bus conductors has sparked widespread public outrage, drawing reactions from parents and citizens, describing it as a gross violation of children's rights and a failure of both family and state systems to protect the nation and the future of the children. Speaking with the BeeTv News, concerned respondents expressed deep worry over the situation as many blame parents for neglecting their responsibilities, emphasizing that the children of such age should be in school, not exposed to the risk and rough environment of highway transportation. They described the situation as a disturbing social and moral decline. According to one respondent, it is heartbreaking to see children who should be in classrooms hustling on the highway just to make ends meet. Parents
that are supposed to be in classes as at now, I think the time is about 11:30 or so this morning. If you look around, there are so many around Ring Road. And for me, it's the failure of the society and the failure of the family. I can't imagine a child of mine. Most of them don't sleep at home. They sleep around this environment in the night. We'll come back around 11:30, 12 in the night to see them around.
Hard to see small children, kids that they can be in school. You will see them doing bus conductor or doing agbro, such. You will see them with negative attitude, talking to the elderly ones anyhow. Honestly, it's very, very erotic. So parents, please take your cross as your responsibility to make sure that you train up your children. Tomorrow, in future, there will not be a liability to the public.
Government should do something about it.
Residents have urged the Edo State government to, as a matter of urgency, fix the developing potholes at the King Square in Benin City before they worsen and become unmotorable. BeeTv News Freeman Osawe reports that the road at the King Square, which serves as the city center, is gradually developing potholes in various sections and limiting smooth vehicular movement. The report.
Edo State government has made infrastructural development one of its key development agenda, especially with the ongoing road construction across the state. However, some roads in the state needs maintenance to remain motorable for road users, especially the ever-busy Oba Vuramin Square, which is currently developing potholes in several sections. Some Benin residents urge the state government to quickly fix the failed portions on the road before they become severe, which might lead to difficulty of vehicles using the road. They said maintenance is what is needed at the moment to put the road in the city center back in good condition.
The people they have that maintenance culture to maintain this infrastructure. I believe government will not have room to build new ones in the first place. So the best thing is for us to have that maintenance culture to maintain what the government have put in place.
If you ask for my opinion, I don't think this one is something should be drawing our attention to now, because there are other things. But as regards this one,
media shaping Africa's future. The reports.
10 years after the first edition of the New Media Conference, media personality Tosin Ajibade, also known as Olori Supergirl, is back celebrating the individuals and organizations who have shaped Nigeria's digital media space over the past decade.
What I tell people is, find a way to watermark your content.
This year's theme, A Decade of Disrupting New Media Shaping Africa's Future, celebrates NMC's evolution from our local Lagos event in 2015 into a Pan-African with previous edition in Nairobi and Accra this year. The goal is to engage more African minds in sharing their perspective on the evolution of new media and empowering the next generation of Africans to benefit positively from the space.
This is a tool. In the right hands, it will do good, and in the wrong hands, it will be disastrous. So I think we need more training for upcoming content creators so that they can understand the gravity of the power that they have when they are creating.
Donated, and it will destroy all of us, or it can be used as a means to help galvanize action and make us grow as a people.
With Africa recognized as the world's youngest continent, there seems to be a realization that young people are not just a demographic statistic, but a driving force capable of influencing real change. Favor Kolawale reporting for BeeTv News.
The Coordinating Minister of Health and Social Welfare, Professor Muhammad Pate, was warmly received by a large crowd of supporters and residents of Bauchi State during his inspection visit to Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital in Bauchi. The minister said Bola Tinubu administration renewed hope agenda is driving a major transformation of Nigeria's health infrastructure with visible progress across the country. Professor Pate expressed satisfaction with the pace and quality of work at the ongoing construction of a world-class radio diagnostic center. The facility being developed by MET, SERV and the Nigeria Sovereign Investment Authority in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health is already about 70% complete, with all major equipment procured and ready for installation. The state government has presented checks totaling approximately 38 million naira to 39 residents to support their medical treatments. The presentation was made in Akure by Commissioner of Health Banji Ajaka, who explained that the beneficiaries were selected after a thorough screening process conducted by the Medical Assistance Board. The reports.
The beneficiaries of the medical assistance were carefully selected by the Ondo State government to address their various health challenges. Some of the beneficiaries, 39, were approved for the intervention. While presenting the checks, the State Commissioner for Health, Banji Ajaka, urged residents to enroll in a state contributory health insurance scheme. Mr. Ajaka said the intervention was designed to support people suffering from various ailments who could not afford their medical bills, urging the beneficiaries to use the funds
that may have this or that and will not be able to pay their bills. So it's just using this one to assist, some people, not everybody, will look at.
By the state government has been described as a commendable effort aimed at assisting more individuals facing serious health challenges. Temitope Oluwafemi reporting for BeeTv News.
Moving on to the global scene, severe blizzard conditions on Mount Everest have left hundreds of climbers and guides stranded. Rescue efforts are being hindered by extreme winds, low visibility, and sub-zero temperatures. Authorities are working urgently to locate and assist those trapped as weather conditions continue to worsen. BeeTv News' Zainab Mohammed has more.
A desperate rush to rescue hundreds of hikers stuck near the world's tallest mountain. A blizzard left nearly 1,000 people trapped on Tibet's eastern slope of